My name is Lara Poole and I'm the Business Development Manager at the college. So an industry placement is a substantial and relevant piece of work experience, as it were, but it's not like the work experience that you do at school where you might go 1 or 2 weeks. This is for 315 hours during a year, so that's approximately 45 to 50 days. So we expect that you would do an industry placement once or twice a week when you're not timetabled to be at college. It also has to be completely relevant to the course area that you're studying as well. If you're on a level 2 or a level 3 programme with us, then there is an expectation that you would do an industry placement. This is because we want our students to have all the employability skills that an employer would want, so that when they leave their course, they are the #1 choice for employers locally. We're talking to employers on a daily basis, and employers do come to us and say, yes, we would like to take on a student on a placement. Some employers actually say, I want to employ an apprentice, and we recommend that they take on an industry placement student first to check that they're suitable for the role as an apprentice. And also you can use your own part-time job if it's relevant to your study. So at the moment we've got about 50 students who are in part-time jobs that are relevant to their course areas, so they're using those as their placements. And of course you can source your own placement as well. So it's not just the vacancies that we find. The students, if they have family or friends or people that they know in a business that's relevant to their study programme, they can ask them. They can make approaches themselves to any companies that they particularly want to work for as well. So there's lots of different ways of finding a placement, but the support for when you do find a placement is with my team. So we will help you to set objectives with your employer. We'll monitor you in the workplace. We do a health and safety check of the workplace to make sure that the workplace is a suitable place for a young person to work. And also we will monitor you, do visits to the workplace, stay in touch with you and your employer to make sure that you are meeting your objectives. We get a midpoint evaluation, an endpoint evaluation. We ask for feedback from the employer as well, and all this is noted in a logbook, so that you get to keep the logbook from your placement, and you can use that as evidence for when you finish your course at college to show a new employer. So if you have an interview, you might want to take it along to show exactly what you've been doing in your placement. Okay, so you have to be aged 16 to 19, in other words, on a full-time programme as well with the college. Level 2 and level 3 programmes, it's open to everybody. Some areas it's more difficult to find a placement than others, but most of the courses you can do a placement. It does give you the chance to immerse yourself into that business, and you'll find that employers will give you greater responsibilities the longer that you're there. So with those responsibilities, you're going to learn more skills. You're also going to learn from people who are there to help you in the workplace, mentors. They might have been in the industry for years and years and have loads of skills that they can pass on to you as well. It does look great on your CV, on a UCAS statement, etc. if you've had an industry placement. Some of them are paid as well. So, I mean, if you're using your part-time job, then obviously you will be paid already. But some of the placements that we manage to source, we manage to source them with employers who are willing to pay a wage as well. Whatever happens, you wouldn't be out of pocket because the college will pay for your travel. But sorry, going back to the benefits of doing a placement, it's all about skills that are relevant to what you're studying. So it's about taking the skills you're learning at college, maybe in the classroom, in a workshop, and actually using them in a real life situation from an employer. We also find that employers are checking the suitability of students as well. So if they're recruiting in the future, then obviously they'll have a good picture of you. So there's lots of different ways of applying. First of all, you're going to need a CV. So we are here, and so are the careers advisors, to help you with employability skills, writing CVs, writing cover letters, interview techniques as well. So all of that pre-employment training is available before you even go out into the workplace. We also have 3 sessions of pre-employment training on communication, making a good first impression and employability skills. So you'll be able to take part in those training sessions as well before you apply for a vacancy. If you've got a part-time job, that's even more simple. You just come and see my team. We're based in both of the LTCs, at Dartford and at Gravesend, and we will put the paperwork in place, sort out objectives and health and safety with your employer for you, and we can go from there and call that your placement. All students who have progressed from year 1 to 2 would be expected to be doing a placement towards the end of their first year. So if you're a brand new student, you'd be looking to start a placement sometime after Christmas. The reason being, you need to learn some skills before you go out and use them in the workplace. Now, if you've got a part-time job already that's relevant, you can use that from day 1. But for most of our students, we find that going out after Christmas in their first year, and then it can run over the summer holidays as well and into the second year. So the placement itself, if it's a vacancy where you need specific skills from an employer, then probably after Christmas would be the best time to start.